Hi students, today I will be explaining you Module 5. Module 5 in the first topic is information technology. What is meant by this information technology is it is an important legislation. In this, the behalf of that seeks to provide legal registration for transaction carried out by means of electronic data interchange and other means of electronic communication, commonly referred to as e-commerce. That is nothing but it is a important legislation. It is based for it seeks to provide legal recognition for transaction carried out. So here you will be doing online transaction or anything, there should be some documentation or some reference you should be having. Why? Because we should be keeping the hold such that you have paid or not. Like that only here it is the important legislation to seek to provide legal recognition for transaction carried out by means of electronic data interchange. How you have done? Through means of electronic communication, right? So here also same thing, by means of electronic communication what are the transactions you have been taken place, that is through the e-commerce, that is referred to as the e-commerce. The main concept of here is how the e-commerce will be running is based on the legal recognition, legal registration. So here that only we will be learning. What is the main act of this? The legal infrastructure for e-commerce. This act aims to provide the legal infrastructure for the e-commerce in India. In India, it is a legal infrastructure for e-commerce. Next, we will be going for what are the IT, that is nothing but information technology, aims and objectives. Information Technology Act is an important law relating to Indian cyber laws. That is nothing but it is one of the important law in the Indian cyber law. What is meant by this? How it aims in providing and promoting e-commerce and facilitating e-governments. That is, it will be promoting e-commerce and it will be facilitating e-governments. That is nothing but government. Electronically for governments it will be helping. How it will be helping? It give legal recognition to transaction done by electronic way or by use of internet. It will be giving the what are the transactions you have done through electronic way by through the internet. For that legal recognition it will be giving. Through that only you can do the transaction. It grant legal recognition to digital signature for accepting any agreement via computer. That is nothing but it gives the legal recognition for the digital signature, whether you have done the digital signature. That is nothing but what you have authority, you will be having the authority to access it, right, through your signature or through your login ID or password. So whether you have been granted the legal recognition for this or not, it will be checking here. Based on that only the agreement, it will be accepting the agreement via computer. It to provide facility of filling document online. How it will be? Today is everything will be done, everything will be done by online only. So for that also you should be filling the details, that only the filling document. For if you take the example of Gmail, for that also you should be entering your first name, last name, password, confirm password, your date of birth, etc, like that only here the filling document online is necessary. Next, to authorize any undertaking to store their data in electronic storage. That is nothing but it will be taking the undertaking form such that you need to store something in the electronic storage. For that you should take one undertaking. Undertaking is nothing but one particular person or one particular group or one particular head will be there. He or they will be taking the responsibility such that with their permission or with their guidance only you can access it. That is nothing but this undertaking. And next, to prevent cybercrime by imposing high penalty for such crimes and provide protect privacy for internet users. That is nothing but you already know that the hackers will be hacking you. If they keep on hacking and they didn't give if government didn't give any punishment for them, then such crime will keep on increasing day by day. So for that high penalty they should be facing, this thing will be taken place by cyber crime. And this protecting of this privacy of the internet user will be taken place by cyber crime. They are the main responsibility for this. They will be protecting you such that everything should not be hacked. They should be every time keep on checking whether the privacy should not be whether your privacy should not be leaked to the public. These are the main concepts will be taken by cyber crime. And next is another one is to give legal recognition for keeping books of account by bankers and other undertaking in electronic form. That is nothing but, in class I have already told that what is meant by this point. You will be already, I have explained you, just I am keep on repeating it now. Suppose that if you have purchased any e-commerce book you want to read, at that time if you will be getting one now username and password, but if hacker has been hacked your username and password, this hacker will be substituting, they will be forming one separate web page, and in that they will be telling for the students to enter it and join it, but there they will not be giving the appropriate price. There the cost price will be less. Everything the students who and all had been registered, they will be directly forward to your access, such that you will not be knowing, you're just thinking you have done and you will be going. But this thing, they will be the cyber crime, they will be taking care of that, such that whether the concerned person or the authorized person is been accessing or not will be checked down by this legal recognition by cyber crime. Next, the scope of the act. What is the scope of this act? The legal recognition of electronic document. I told just before only what are the electronic documents are there, for that the legal recognition should be there. Next, legal recognition for digital signature. I have told that the authorized person only should be access it. And next, offenses and contraventions. Offenses means what are the offenses is have been carried down. And next is anything we have been going beyond the laws are being checked here. Any offenses you have done, or any you have been going out of the law or in particular law only, they will be calculated here. And next, justice dispensation system for cyber crimes. If you are doing any cyber crime, they should give justice such that you should be giving high penalty for the crimes, or you should be some punishment they should be giving. They should give some justice. That only they have been explained in the scope of the act. And next is the major concept. What are the major concept of this? The major concept of IT technology here include, first is the access, whether it gains the entry information, such that whether the authorized person has been accessing or not will be taken place there. Next is addressee. Addressee is the nothing but if a person is a person who is intended by the originator to receive a electronic record but does not include any intermediary. That is nothing but a person who is intended to originator. If one person has been generated or one person is being sender, another person will be receiver, means he is the particular receiver or not, the record has been gone to that or not, without the intermediary is nothing but the middleman. Without that it is being taken place or not is being taken as addressee. And next is adjudicating officer. Adjudicating officer is nothing but it is way of acting like judge, whether the justice has been given for that person or not has been checked place here. And next is affixing digital signature. Affixing digital signature is nothing but whether you have done the digital signature or not, it is the signature of yours only, or someone has been misused the signature, or it is been replaced by someone or not, everything will be checking place here. Next is appropriate government. Appropriate government is nothing but whether it is been included for the whole our constitution or only for the state, everything will be checking, because every laws will not be acceptable for whole country. Some state will be changing their own rules. So here in appropriate government, it will be for checking for whether for the whole constitution or for whole state. Just go through it, the textbook every time. Next is asymmetric crypto system. Is a system of a secure key pair consisting of a private key for creating a digital signature and a public key to verify a digital signature. That is nothing but this asymmetric crypto system is, it includes the private key for creating a digital signature. That is nothing but everyone cannot create a digital signature. One person will be creating the digital signature, and next is the public can verify it. That is not, there are some people they will be verifying it, but only one person, such that if you are signing for any authority, you should sign. You can't tell I will write one letter, another one write, another letter, another one write, another letter, like that. It is not possible. One particular person only should write, should do all signature, but that is nothing but private key for creating a digital signature. That is only one person can do it, and public to verify it. If you are doing the signature and passing it, it will not be acceptable for at a time. It will be cross verified by some of the people. That is nothing but public key to verify the digital signature. Next is certifying authority. That is nothing but there will be one person who will be you will be granting a license, such that you have been issuing a digital signature certificate to you. That is nothing but certifying authority. And next is certification practice statement. It will be the statement issued by the certifying authority to specify the practices that the certifying authority employs in issuing digital signature. Directly they will not be giving the certificate for you. You should be carrying on some process, right? So it is being statement issued by certifying authority to specify the practices of that. What are the practices you will be doing, what you will be doing. Based on that only they will be giving the digital signature certificate. Next is computer. Refers to means any electronic, magnetic, optical or any high-speed data processing device or system which performs logical, arithmetic and memory functions by manipulations of electronic, magnetic and optical impulses. That is nothing but computer. Why it refers? It consists of electronic, magnet, optical and high speed data processing. It is been using or not, because there will be lot number of users in e-commerce. There are lot number of things will be taken place. Everything the computer should be, and the computer will be high speed, because every time if it is been slow, the system is slow, you can't perform anything, such that you should perform logical or arithmetical or memory functions for manipulation. Everything the computer should be perfect. The computer should be there. For that purpose we will use big computer. And next is computer network. Implies the interconnection of one or more computer, whether you have been connected to one system or more system, whether it will be cross verifying through the internet network. And next is computer resources, whether the computer or the computer system will be having the computer network data or a computer database or software, whether it is been having or not. For one particular computer, if it is been there, it should have hardware, software, etc. That only in the resources it is data mean at a time. Why you need, what is the use of that data? If it is not there means it is a waste. So the data also should be there. And next is computer system. Refers to a device or collection of device including input and output support devices. That is nothing but in one computer is there, it should have both the input and output support. Correct? No, if you are giving input, it should give output also. If you are not giving input, you can't take directly output. If you are giving input, if your output is not coming, there is no use. So both should be there. And data is nothing but what are the information or knowledge or facts or any instructions you have been given, everything in formalized manner what you have been given to the computer. That is the data. And next is digital signature, refers to an authentication of any electronic record by a subscriber by means of an electronic method or procedure. That is nothing but digital signature will be refers to the authentication of electronic record. It will be nothing such as nothing but you, whether you are the authorized person to access the electronic record or not, will be cross verifying it. And next is electronic form. Electronic form, which refers to an information, refers to any information generated, sent or received, stored in the media or memory, computer memory, etc. That is nothing but how you have sent, how you have referred to, how you have authorized it, refers to the information, whether you have sent the information or received the information, etc. And next is electronic gadget, refers to official gadget publisher in the electronic form, whether you are the officially accessing it or not. And next is electronic record, refers to any data record or data generated, image or sound stored, received or sent in an electronic form, or microfilm or computer generated microfiche. That is nothing but electronic record, what refers to any data record or data generated or image or sound which you have been given, recorded. That is nothing but records, or the data which you have been given, that is also the record. And next is information, includes what are the information you have given, data or text or image or sound or voice or code or computer programs. You can give a lot number of ways for the information, that only it should be specifying based on what you have been given. Next is intermediary, with respect to any particular electronic message, is any person who on behalf of any another person receives, stored or transmits the message, or provides any service with respect to the image. That is nothing but one person on behalf of you, another one is collecting the data or storing or receiving, everything will be checking. That is nothing but the hacker might be misleading you, and that is nothing but an intermediary. Next is key pair. Key pair is an asymmetric crypto system, implies a private key and it is mathematically related public key. That is nothing but you have already learnt asymmetric key, crypto system. Asymmetric crypto system is nothing but it will be having the private key and the public key.